Okay, so you've got the Swole Journal in your hands. First, I just want to say respect. Seriously. Most people talk about getting in shape, they scroll through Instagram, they watch YouTube videos, and then nothing changes. You actually went out, got the journal, and you're here watching this walkthrough. That already puts you ahead of 90% of people. So let me walk you through exactly how to use this thing so you get every single thing out of it that it's designed to give you. And I want to take my time on this because I've seen people buy training programs and journals and just kind of skim through the setup, jump straight into week one, and then wonder why they're not getting the results they expected. That's not going to be you. We're going to go section by section. I'm going to explain not just what to do, but why. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what you're doing from day one all the way through week 12. So let's start with the big picture. What is this thing, really? This isn't a generic workout log where you scribble down whatever exercises you felt like doing that day. This is a 12-week structured program built around three energy systems: phosphagen, glycolytic, and oxidative. If you've watched any of the other videos on this channel, you already know what those are. If you haven't, go watch the first video first. Seriously, 5 minutes, it'll change how you think about training forever. The journal is built on that foundation. Every week, every day, every session has a purpose tied to one of those three systems. Nothing is random. There's a reason Monday is strength and not chest day. There's a reason Tuesday is zone 2 and not another lifting session. Every piece of this is designed to work together. Before you write a single thing in the training logs, read the front section. I put it there for a reason. It explains the energy systems. It explains the weekly structure. It explains why the program is laid out the way it is. Understanding the why makes you way more likely to actually follow the program and way more likely to not bail when something feels easy or hard. It takes 10 minutes. Do it. Okay, so before week one starts, there's a baseline section in the front of the book. This is the very first thing you're going to fill out. Your current working weights for squat, deadlift, bench press, overhead press, and pull-ups. All of them. And I'm not going to lie, when I first sat down and tried to fill this out myself, I realized I had absolutely no idea what my numbers were. I'd been training for years, and I couldn't tell you my squat max within 50 pounds. I was just showing up and lifting whatever felt right that day. No log, no structure, no idea if I was progressing or just going through the motions. That's not a program, that's just exercise. The difference between exercise and training is intentionality, and it starts right here with knowing your actual numbers. So be honest. Write down what you actually do with good form, not what you did once on a great day, not what you wish you could do. Because week one is going to be built off these numbers, and if you inflate them, you're going to have a rough time by week 3. I've seen people come to me frustrated because the program felt impossible, and when I asked what baselines they started with, they'd put in numbers they'd hit maybe once under ideal conditions. Your baseline should be your reliable, repeatable working weight. That's what the program builds from. All right, week 1, day 1. Let's walk through this step by step. This is a phosphagen day, strength training. Open the book to week 1, day 1. At the very top of the page, you'll see space for the date, your sleep quality from the night before, and your energy level from 1 to 10. Fill all of this in every single day. I know it might feel a little extra, like, okay, why does my sleep matter? But here's the thing. Your training doesn't happen in a vacuum. If you slept 4 hours and you're running on coffee and willpower, that is context for why today's session looked the way it did. And over 12 weeks, patterns show up in that data. Maybe your strength sessions are consistently weaker on Mondays because your weekend sleep is off. Maybe you always feel best on Wednesdays. You'd never know that without tracking it. The data is the whole point. Exercise 1 is squat, 3 sets of 5 reps. Now before you start, write your planned weight. This is important. It forces you to actually think about what you're going to lift, not just grab whatever's on the bar. After each set, log the actual reps you got, the actual weight, how long you rested, and your effort level from 1 to 10. The effort rating is the one people skip, and it is the most important number on the page. Let me explain what it means. A 6 means you had 4 more reps in the tank. Easy day. You could have kept going without much trouble. A 9 means you had maybe 1 rep left. Hard, close to your limit. A 10 is an actual max effort, everything you had. In week 1, I want you mostly in the 6 to 7 range. You are not trying to impress anyone here. You are not competing. You are setting a baseline. Leave reps in the tank on every single set. Trust me on this. Week 9 is when you push. Week 1 is when you calibrate, and the accuracy of that calibration determines how good the next 11 weeks are going to be. After squats, you've got deadlift, 3 sets of 3, bench press, 3 sets of 5, barbell row, 3 sets of 5. Log every single set the same way. Weight, reps, rest, effort. 3 minutes rest between every set. Yes, 3 minutes. Set a timer on your phone. I know it feels like forever. I know you're going to want to cut it to 2 minutes because 3 feels lazy. It's not lazy, it's science. The phosphagen system needs full recovery time to replenish its phosphocreatine stores. Cut the rest short and your nervous system hasn't fully recovered, which means your next set isn't actually training the phosphagen system anymore. You've drifted into a different energy system. Do the 3 minutes. You'll notice the difference in how your later sets feel. At the bottom of each day's page, there's a notes section. Use it. Write a few sentences about how the session felt. Was anything tight or uncomfortable? Were any lifts surprisingly hard or easy? Did anything feel off? This takes literally 2 minutes to fill out, and it is genuinely gold when you're looking back from week 8, trying to figure out why a lift is stalling or why a certain movement always gives you trouble. Now let me walk you through the 3 phases of the 12-week program because they're pretty different from each other and it helps to know what's coming. Weeks 1 through 4 is the base phase. Honestly, this is the hardest part mentally, not physically, because the weights feel light and the zone 2 sessions feel easy, and your brain is going to tell you to do more. Don't. I know that's hard to hear, but you're building the habit right now. You're learning the movement patterns. You're figuring out exactly where your baselines are across all 3 energy systems. The foundation has to be solid before you build on it, and the temptation to rush this phase, to add weight early, to add extra sets, to push harder than the program says, that's exactly how people get hurt by week 6 or burn out and quit. Trust the structure. It was designed with progression built in. Weeks 5 through 8 is the build phase. This is where it starts feeling like real training. You're adding weight on strength days, 5 pounds on upper body movements, 10 pounds on lower body movements each week when you hit your targets. You're adding sets on hypertrophy days. Your zone 2 sessions are getting longer. Around week 6, most people notice something has shifted. Recovery is faster. The heavy sets feel more controlled. The cardio feels easier, even as the duration increases. That is your aerobic base actually building. It takes that long to show up. A lot of people quit before they ever see this. Don't be one of them. Keep going. Weeks 9 through 12 is the peak phase. This is the push. Everything gets harder on purpose. Strength sessions get legitimately heavy. Hypertrophy volume peaks. More sets, more total reps, more metabolic stress than any other point in the program. Zone 2 durations are at their longest. Week 11 is the one. I've had people message me saying they couldn't believe how different they felt, not just physically but mentally. Something shifts when you can see 11 weeks of work in a filled out journal and you know exactly where you started. The progress is visible in a way that just looking in the mirror can never replicate because the mirror lies to you every day, but the numbers don't. Let me walk you through the full week so you know what every single day looks like. Monday is strength, phosphagen day, squat 3 sets of 5, deadlift 3 sets of 3, bench press 3 sets of 5, barbell row 3 sets of 5, 3 minutes rest between every set, write everything down, every set. Tuesday is zone 2, oxidative work, 20 to 30 minutes at a conversational pace. And I mean that literally. You should be able to hold a full sentence conversation without gasping. If you're breathing too hard to talk, you're going too hard, and you've left zone 2, I don't care if it feels too easy. It's not too easy. Your oxidative system is building the aerobic base that makes everything else in this program better, and it requires staying in that specific intensity zone to do it. Resist the urge to go harder, go easy, stay there. Wednesday is hypertrophy, glycolytic day, squat 4 sets of 10, Romanian deadlift 4 sets of 10, dumbbell press 4 sets of 12, cable row 4 sets of 12, lateral raises 3 sets of 15, 75 seconds rest between sets. This is where the burn lives. The shorter rest is intentional. It creates the metabolic stress that drives hypertrophy. You're going to feel this one. Welcome to the glycolytic system. Thursday is flexible, zone 2 or rest, depending on how you feel. This is an important day in the program because it teaches you to tune into your recovery signals. If you're beat up from Monday and Wednesday, rest, take a walk, do some light mobility. If you feel genuinely okay, get 20 minutes of zone 2 in. There's no wrong answer here. The program gives you this flexibility on purpose. Friday is the second hypertrophy day with a hip hinge focus. Deadlift variation, 4 sets of 8. Hip thrust, 4 sets of 12. Pull-ups, 4 sets to failure. Dips, 4 sets to failure. Curls, 4 sets of 12. 75 seconds rest between sets. Saturday is zone 2 or optional intervals. Default is 30 minutes at conversational pace. If zone 2 has been feeling genuinely easy, heart rate lower at the same pace, breathing really comfortable, you can do 6 rounds of 30 seconds hard effort followed by 2 minutes easy recovery. The intervals are optional. Don't do them just because you feel like you should be working harder. Do them when the data says zone 2 is becoming too easy. Sunday is rest, full rest or active recovery. Walk the dog, do some pigeon pose,